There's one. There's two. Oh, nope. Oh, so Riot Shield guy's back. Yeah, it is them.
One's in the backside of your building, Glenn. Backside of your building.
Notice the call outs. Notice the comms. Look at this dude. Notice the slow walk.
Is he up there, Lens?
What is going on, Wolfpack Savage here? I hope you're having a good day and I hope that Warzone's been treating you well. Today we got a treat for you. We will be spectating, analyzing, and breaking down my dude Drakota's gameplay. Now, Drakota is a cracked out player, probably one of the best I've ever had the pleasure of playing with. He's up and coming on Twitch and YouTube. I'll link all of his socials in the description below, so make sure you guys check him out. If you guys love watching high intense gameplays, make sure you check out his YouTube channel and show him some love. I've already spectated this match. It's absolutely intense. He goes on a 28 kill rampage. And we're gonna walk you guys through all of the steps and what he does and how he analyzes his decisions throughout the match. But before we get into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, join the Wolfpack today. Also, let's get this video to 1,500 likes for my dude. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. All right, here we are, guys, spectating my dude Drakota. I will link all of his socials in the description below, so make sure you guys check him out. I have not seen this gameplay yet, but I'm pretty amped, mostly for the reason that he's going to be dropping some crazy kills. It's going to be a nutty game, and also their fourth got disconnected, so they're going to be playing trio squads, and they're going for a hot drop. Now, I know how Drakota plays, so it'll be easy for me to walk you guys through why he's doing what he's doing and how he's able to just keep the momentum and the tempo going throughout the entire game. First and foremost, we're going for the hot drop. And yes, I will try my best not to pause the video a ton, but we're going for the hot drop right now. And I know how he plays again, so I know he's going to go for the helicopter. That's just how he is. And we're saying that, guys, if y'all want to play passive or you want to play aggressive, helicopter is a great strategy. It's a great way to hold rotations. It's a great way to be aggressive and just push teams. Just make sure if that is your strategy, you try your best to keep it somewhat safe. A lot of people fall into this habit of grabbing the chopper and just instantly launching it on an enemy, trying to get the kill, when they could probably benefit just landing a couple feet away from the fight, walking their way over while the other teammates bail out the chopper and start getting shit done. Now, another benefit to grabbing the chopper and then coming here is we're the first, right? So we should be able to beat everybody. We should be able to get weapons. We should be able to start this mission. We should be able to do everything before anyone even floats to us. So it's a great, smart 200 IQ play. And the reason why it's 200 IQ, again, for a lot of us, it seems normal. But for most players, like this guy floating in the sky, it's not normal, right? So guys, remember, try to do your best to always work your way throughout the map to the best potential you possibly can. Unfortunately, we don't have a weapon yet because that would be real easy pickings. But here we are. We're going to start completing the mission, and then we will move on and see what happens.
Always gassing up the homie's dicks, dude. Wait, you're not talking about your homie's dicks? Is he really your homie?
Hey, he's got a point, right? He's got a point. All right. So, I'm sorry. So basically, something I want to point out is how fast he's looting. Notice he opens the crate, grabs the shit, and he moves on out. I feel like looting is something I really want to start highlighting in every video, because every time we spectate people, they sit there and they worship the loot and they think about it for a very long time, fill out their scantrons and shit, process elimination just to figure out what the f they want to pick up. So guys, make sure you loot as fast as possible so you can get in and get out. All right, so we got enough money. We're in the tower for a long time. Now look how much money they have. Holy shit, almost $100,000. What do you want to buy? Sky's the freaking limit. Wow. Wow.
Flying above us.
All right, rocking the beautiful sniper, and all right, we got a nice little loadout going on.
Who the hell are you? Who do you think you are?
What are you doing?
I am.
What are you doing?
Yeah, right here.
Jumping off.
I hit him. Oh my god.
Oh, no. We're down low.
All right, but again, guys, notice how we have 110 players left on the map. We've already got a loadout. We're ready to fight. This, again, is why I'm always so up everyone's ass about looting efficiently. Get the shit you need so you can start playing the game. I hate when I have to see people sit here and loot for half the match, and by the time they get their loadout, there's literally only like 30 or 40 players left. Great hit on both of those. Oh, I thought the second one stuck. Rip. Use the car.
That last guy got in the truck.
But notice what he's doing. Every time he pushes a fight, he puts the chopper on top of a roof. That way nobody can destroy it or take it. He wants to keep the chopper maintained. That way he can use it throughout the entire match if it's possible. Now, as far as team separation, things like that, these guys are very competent players. I mean, if you guys should be familiar with all three of these dudes, and if you're not, again, check them out. But these guys right here have the competence to actually go off on their own and handle business. However, the enemies they're playing against, I don't think they really have that same competence. But notice a lot of the guys around us are sitting there by themselves. Oh my God.
He deaded you?
Again, guys, when you're floating through the air, don't stop. If you're trying to stretch a far drop, that's fine. But if you're just around downtown, stop holding your parachute and floating around. Very easy to get headshotted, as you guys can see right there. Just maintaining himself on the rooftop. Boom, there it is.
I'm fucking nuts, dude.
I'll take the stick.
So when you're off by yourself,
Got those hacks out. Yes, sir.
and you guys are trying to like practice separation from your team, and you guys are trying to go off and do your own shit, because when you guys separate, you will all get more kills, assuming you don't die, right? Instead of fighting over the same kills, you guys separate, you start knocking out different teams at the same exact time. So basically the concept behind it, just starting out, if you guys are still uncomfortable playing by yourself, go off and just do what Drakota's doing. Drakota's picking the weakest links, one guy at a time, the guys who are just out on their own. These guys right here are all together. Let's see how he approaches this fight.
Look at TV too after that.
Parking on the rooftop. So now we have elevation above the enemy helicopter. We also have a high alert telling us someone's about to shoot us on the left hand side, but we have elevation. That way homeboys can't get back in their chopper without having any kind of suppressive fire on them and or getting knocked. And because we're so goated with the sniper rifle, we should be relatively good to fight this. So you want to get that pick, and the moment you get that pick, you need to go ahead, jump down there and get the kills. Do not give the enemies an option to res, self-res, any of that shit. Otherwise, again, you're just wasting time. You want to capitalize on every mistake the enemy makes.
Did you find your stuff back? Yeah, I got it. Back. Bet.
Unfortunately, the enemy, I don't know what the enemy was doing.
Full sent that on you.
He really full sent that. I have no idea why. Cluster strike coming inbound, moving the helicopter again. The goal is to try to keep the chopper going, especially since we're spread out from our team and kind of like we're all doing our own thing right now. As you can see, the teammates are crossing right now. Unfortunately, the enemy we knocked, his teammates up here also. Now, mistake number one, mistake number two.
On the left side of the wall. Last guy. Nice.
You know, I might be crazy.
All right, after this fight, we'll talk about everything. I'll let it play out.
Try my stuff for a second. Oh, Lance is in.
Dude, fearless in the middle of the fight. Said, "F it, I'm gonna shoot this other guy over here too."
Guy's in the shack on me, so. Nice, shoulder. He's one shot. You died. No.
Oh no!
Let's go.
Damn.
Oh no!
That one gun that beats me that range. Damn, dude, I'm so.
So let's talk about a few things that I want to cover as far as our teamwork and how Testy was getting knocked. When the cluster strike got called on us, it was unfortunate. We lost our high ground. We had to get in the chopper, just fly away for a hot second. But that was perfect timing for the enemies, because that was the exact moment Linz and Testy were crossing the street out in the open, and they were pretty exposed. Should they have not put that cluster on us, we could have provided really good cover and our teammates wouldn't have gotten messed with. Unfortunately, just the way everything happened, the timing of events, they either planned it out perfectly or they got lucky, and it forced us out of our area to suppress the enemy to help our teammates out. So that was very unfortunate as far as that was concerned. Secondly, when we knocked homeboy on the roof, his teammates instantly came up here to go for the res. They made the right choice. You want to get the res, especially if you have the enemy distracted. So great on the enemy for that. The problem that I have is when we landed back on the rooftop with the helicopter, he allowed us to sit there, go prone, reload, plate up, say a prayer, do whatever the hell we were doing, and never even push us. Then by the time he said, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and look for the enemy, we were already ready to fight. So again, guys, you guys need to start moving a little bit faster in decision making. If the enemy would have instantly pushed us in that situation, he probably would have been able to kill Drakota, but unfortunately, because he hesitated, that hesitation cost him his life. And this building right here, homeboys camping in the counter. It's just what people do. Now, as far as the enemy, it's stupid. Don't ever put yourself in a building with your back against the wall with one way in and one way out, because if that player is on point and he has a drop on you, you have no way to escape. You have no way to maintain movement to out rotate or outwork the enemy. You literally just lock yourself in a closet and you're waiting to die. Unfortunately, Lin's Effect went in there and the enemy had a thermite ready to go. And well, you guys know the rest. Lin's Effect ended up dying, unfortunately. But again, regardless of the enemy able to kill Lin's Effect, this is still a stupid play. I really don't like seeing players put themselves in a, whether it's this building here, whether it's the storage units, whatever it is. If there's one way in, one way out, stop putting your back to the wall. You're literally just caging yourself.
Okay, but man. Yeah.
All right, but let's move on.
Like a mag, like the org.
71 enemies left and 7 kills. And again, a lot of people have a misconception. They have to drop most of your kills in the beginning of the game. A lot of people think hot drops mean I got to get 10 kills in the first couple minutes or the game's gonna be botched. Drakota only had 1 kill to 108 enemies remaining. So we were already almost a third of the way through the game with only 1 kill. And look how he just picks up the momentum, picks up the tempo, and he goes out and slaps out throughout the match.
Waiting room.
Ooh, right here.
After this. Hit him. Got him.
Yeah, also, I'm going to link Drakota's YouTube channel. Make sure you guys go show him some love. He posts this type of gameplay all the time. You guys are into the high aggression, high octane gameplay. This is the man for you. And also, I will link his Twitch as well and his Twitter. So again, guys, check him out in the link below. Show him some freaking love.
Taking direct fire.
All right, right now we're on the high ground. Testy's rocking the low ground. And what we're doing now is the same situation as far as flanking and separating on enemies. Instead of going wide right and wide left, we're going high ground, low ground. That way the enemies are having to transition their crosshairs from one place to another, making it harder for them to focus up on us. If we're all on the ground running straight to them, all they got to do is kind of snap back and forth between the enemies. But if you create any kind of separation, whether it's elevation, whether it's distance left and right, it's just the way to play the game. It's the way to work. It's the way to work as a team. In any game that you're playing, to be honest, any shooter, any strategy, any tactical game where you're playing with teammates or squad members, that's what you always want to practice. Whether it's Battlefield, Call of Duty, Apex, doesn't matter. Hit the enemy by surprise, hit them hard, hit them fast. Nope. Don't give them time to think or react.
I could.
You got 2 downs, and we're waiting for the 3rd enemy. Either by the buy station, so they may have bought him back. Not too sure, but even if you assume they bought him back again, look around, test the area out. You don't want to get too complacent. There he is right there in the tents.
And it goes through walls.
Oh, he's coming right to us. Look at this. Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, he's sitting in the corner. This is cute. Look at this. Oh. Look at this. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. Now, granted, they're looking at a whole different element, right? They're looking to fire station and whatnot. Maybe even the helicopter that's on the mini-map. They may be looking there too. The problem is they should have just heard us shooting homeboy by the buy station. That's literally 50 feet from them. So why are they still maintaining focus on something that's irrelevant to them? This is something else that I try to key on whenever we spectate randoms and newer players, right? Stop distracting yourself with shit that doesn't really matter and start worrying about the shit that's going on close to you. Because as you're sitting there gazing off into the distance, looking at God knows what, literally a fight that just happened next to you has now entered your element and you have no idea. Not to mention, besides that, they're both camping the same spot, spread out. If you're gonna sit still, don't sit next to each other. This should be an easy double kill. Drakota, look at this guy. What? And as far as his teammate, when his teammate got knocked, he should have looked right at us and pinged us. When you get knocked, you need to look at the hit indicator and look that direction and mark the enemy. If he would have done that, his teammate may have survived.
Oh, truck.
Oh shit, that man took a berth in the middle of that shit. What an animal. What an animal. No. Testy goes down. Linz goes down. This is unfortunate. Now Drakota's in a solo something.
They're all ghosted.
The same team? Yeah, in the little side building right in front of you. He's really bad, bro.
Also, guys, if you want to get us cracked out in Drakota, Sneak Energy, use code SAVAGE. Drakota, I'm sorry, bro. Links in the description below. All right, but notice this too. This is something else I want to talk about. There's an enemy team, and they just killed his boys. And instead of going in there just playing aggressive and being selfish, he goes and buys his teammates, and then he's gonna worry about the enemy team. I see a lot of times, and a lot of people that I play with do this shit too,
There was 2 of them.
where they'll literally go in and die. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Linz, what happened?
No.
What?
Oh, these guys ruined the whole mood.
Damn. All right, Drakota, get him left side. Yep, there she is, and boom. Notice the patience with the shots, right? He can flick and he can hit them real fast, but when he needs to, he's patient with it. He lines up the shot, waits for the crosshair to be on the dude's head, or if he's leading them in front of the dude's head, and then he goes for the shot. Look at that. 3 shots fired. He's got him down, 2 armor breaks. That just comes with patience and time. You guys want to be a good sniper? You guys want to be able to quick scope people and shoot and flick as fast as hell? You got to start somewhere, and this patience will always be a value to players, even if you're a god at sniping already. We've seen him quick scope people, we've seen him snap on people, but still, when the time is necessary, he's very patient and precise and strategic with how he shoots the sniper. A lot of people who are always asking me, Savage, can you make a sniper video or how to snipe video? The thing I always try to tell people is start slow. A lot of people come out here and they're just trying to be like phase pomage and just start quick scoping, and they're just bringing their crosshairs. Look at these guys. They're bringing their crosshairs everywhere and just trying to flick, and they miss 90% of their shots. And that's one way you can practice. But what I definitely recommend is, again, be patient with it. Be slow with it. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this team doing wrong here? A lot, right? A lot. They need to know their limits. This trio here thinks to themselves, we have a solo situation, so they're going to take advantage of it. I can understand that. I can respect that. Let's not let the solo dick our entire squad. However, two things. One, they're overstaying their welcome. The edge of the circle is closing in now. One of the guys is back in the berth, I think, unless it's glitched. But regardless, they need to get in the berth or the helicopter and get the hell away, and then reposition to gatekeep Drakota. If these guys would jump off the roof and grab the chopper, they could fly to fire station that's right to our right hand side and literally have us screwed. We'd have no way to get across without dying. But unfortunately, their ego and I guess confidence is a good thing. Their ego and they're overconfident in this fight, and they end up getting picked. So now it's a 1v1 situation. It looks like it's about to be a squad wipe. So good on Drakota. But yeah, guys, that's just not a way to do it. And second thing I want to talk about is the ledge. Why are they all three staying on the ledge? The second guy we knocked was literally mid reloading, looking a whole different direction. We got the headshot on him. If you're gonna mess with an enemy and you're on the ledge and you're taking shots, jump off if you need to reload or if you're stopped shooting. Move your body around, because a sniper like this is gonna mess you up all day. And when we spectate randoms, I tell you guys all the time, I'm like, man, if this was a good lobby, this wouldn't be happening. This is the lobby I'm talking about. Damn it! Drakota, you're washed, bro. Oh shit. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son. Yeah, that was a whole. Oh, it's quads. I keep thinking it's trios. It's quads. 41 players left, 11 kills already. But dude, if again, I'm gonna gas Drakota up a little bit. Drakota drops most of his kills mid to late game, so I'm definitely expecting a high 20 bomb. I would imagine a high 20 bomb. And this is a good example as well, guys. Whenever you lose momentum in a match or you have a rough start in the beginning, don't give up. Again, we were a third of the way through the match with 1 kill. Now look at us. All right, so we're deciding right now, or we were deciding whether to grab the most wanted bounty or the scav. The scav is a great decision should this building not be occupied. Unfortunately, it is occupado, and there's a team fight going on the roof. So I'm curious to see what's about to happen. Are we actually gonna go full send this scavenger? I think we are. Oh my God, you're an animal.
Yeah, it is. There's guns right there.
Shut up. No! Patience, man. I'm gonna be honest, that's ballsy. I probably would have done that. Dakota's an animal. But yeah, patience, dude. He's patient with it. He analyzed the entire situation. Notice that 2 guys were already knocked, 1 was executed, and yeah, just so happened there was 1 guy left. That was to be honest, as skilled as that was, it was a lot of luck too, because if that dude had another teammate, we probably wouldn't have had that outcome. All right, and now not only do we have our teammates back, but again, there's a shit ton of loot on the rooftop. There's 3, maybe 4 bodies, and not to mention what's on the staircase.
I felt it. Couldn't imagine someone flying out of the sky and just ruining the whole game for me like that.
Oh, that made me, yeah, I'd rage quit. I'd get off for the day. All right, but here we are, we moved on. We're trying to get some money, so we're going for the scavs. And notice again, they haven't been wasting their time looting any stupid ass buildings either, have they? They go from one spot to another, and they don't have any wasted time. It's basically fighting from start to finish, and if there isn't, it's just for them to transfer from one fight to another.
3 cars.
Just the downtime. Look at this shit.
Seal team 6.
There's 1.
Oh my goodness.
There's 2. Oh, nope. Oh, so Riot Shield guy's back. Yeah, it is them.
One's in the backside of your building, Glenn. Backside of your building.
Nice. What?
Got that bitch.
Notice the call outs. Notice the comms. Look at this dude. Notice the slow walk.
Is he up there, Lens?
He's second floor, just 1 shot. I full killed another one.
This fight, a couple things I want to highlight. Drakota's call outs while he's mid fighting. And notice how efficient, how effective it was, and how instant it was. The moment you saw the dude, he didn't waste any time. He was in the middle shooting 1 guy, then going for the execution. He didn't have time to ping the enemy, but he still called it out, giving Lens Effect a little bit of a heads up. Also, second thing, when Lens Effect died above us on the 2nd floor, instead of us going up the staircase and falling into the enemy's bait, we came outside predicting he jumped from the window, And he did. It's exactly what he did. Again, guys, you need to play and fight and predict what the enemy is going to do. And you start developing these predictions the more you play it, because you start seeing shit happen a lot more. No matter what tier lobby you're in, diamond, bronze, silver, plastic, doesn't matter. That lobby will usually have the same play style and people usually do the same shit. So start throwing, you know, past matches into your mind when you're trying to fight. Like I always try to tell you guys, stop doing what you think you should do and start doing what you think the enemy's doing. And again, Drakota's got 18 kills with 21 enemies left. Yo, no way. No. What?
Where are they? It's deadied up. They deadied up right on the brick building in front of you.
Again, call outs crucial. Even if you can't ping, call that shit out, man. Now this is a little questionable. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't do this. Luckily, he's got a hell of a headset, so it doesn't matter. He can hear everything. But I probably wouldn't have done that. That's a good way to get shot in the back.
Yeah, somewhere on CoD. Yeah, he's like on CoD on the outside of the building.
He's on the ridge above.
One's down to the left though.
Now look, he's on the ridge above.
Oh, Lance, that was nasty, bro. Good shit.
You could go to the roof. You could go to the second floor and look at that window and get the shot off. But we're just gonna hold this angle because he's predicting the enemy's gonna push us.
Yeah, I can hear him.
There he is, right there.
Taking fire over here.
Savage, how does he shoot like that? Again, practice slow, right? You gotta practice. Practice being patient with your shot, and as you get more efficient with your patient headshots becomes a second nature thing, and you guys can flick like that too.
Good at shots, bro.
And look, while lens effects got him suppressed, and while he's got him cracked, we're gonna go in here and push this shit. Notice how he's using tracker too, man. He's able to track exactly where he is and instantly beam in there, know exactly who the enemy is, and take him out.
I think a car just got out IHOP. I think. Could be wrong.
Yo, low key, that Bison actually did something.
Was it nice?
I mean, it's a little slower, you know, than the PPSH, but man, I think kind of hit. New video.
New video. Bison OP.
I live by the Bullfrog. Bullfrog's my bae. I love that fucking gun. That's probably my top 3 gun.
Hell no.
It's definitely not a 2-shot, and it definitely has recoil.
Single fire AMAX, yo, show.
I mean,
All right, here we are right now. Circle's enclosing, and unfortunately, we're in a lot of fights, so we're on the edge of the circle. But notice how he's just watching. He's just making sure no one's sneaking out through the shadows.
maybe the tube. It was
on the tube.
It was pretty. Maybe the hub.
Whoa.
Might have been hub worthy.
There's a lot of people driving vehicles in this one too. I'm gonna be honest. Normally, I don't see this many vehicles driving around in quads, but there's been a crap ton of vehicles driving around here lately.
I agree. I'm with you.
I have the truck if you want to hop in.
Look at this too. This is something else I want to point out. Some people are like, Savage, you always tell us to get UAVs. Everyone's got Ghost on. No, they don't. No. If anyone that's watching this video thinks that Ghost is rocked by every player the entire game, you're wrong. Look at this shit, bro. It's into the game, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blips, right? 7 blips out of 15 players, and 3 of them are us. So 7 blips out of 12 enemies. That's more than half. I'll take that all day. Start buying UAVs. Stop being a hater. If you're one of those players like, I'm not buying UAVs, it's a waste, you're messing up. You're messing up. And I know some people be like, no one says that. Look at the comments. You say shit all the time, boys.
Specialist, you got FMJ.
All right, now we're in pursuit. It's a little questionable. I'm gonna be honest. We're following the vehicle. We're at the low spot of the map. This is the kill box. This is a kill box. We're surrounded by everything above us. Is high ground. If everyone's around us, they just shoot down us, we would be screwed. We have no cover. If our vehicle gets disabled, again, we are screwed. We have very little cover. Now, this squad is more than capable for getting themselves out of situations like this. But again, for most players, you want to avoid ever doing this. I probably would have led that vehicle, gotten the high ground, waited for the vehicle to come to us, and then taken him out. Because again, I'm more worried about our vehicle being disabled and us being in a bad position, having to take a hike on foot to either get here or here.
They're all gonna have an eye on us right here. It's gonna be the most risky rotation, but
yeah, now we're dead center of everybody too.
Take yellow here and we win.
I'm extremely surprised no one's holding this building. I'm very surprised that the vehicle we were chasing didn't come here. I'm very surprised the most wanted bounty didn't come here. I'm very surprised nobody's here. This is the spot you want. Savage, why is this the spot we want? Look at it. We are at the highest elevation in the entire circle. We have the biggest compound of the entire circle. We have the only buy station in this entire circle. So this is the creme de la creme spot to be at. If people want to push your building, they have to work their way up this high ground in the middle of the open with very little cover to get our spot. And if the circle does rotate our way, again, they all have to come to us, and it's gonna be like shooting fish in a barrel. However, if the circle does go to them, again, it's easier for us to move to them than it is for them to move to us, because we have a vehicle, because we can parachute if we decide to. Don't recommend it, but we can. You know, the sky's the limit in this position. Not sure if it'll finish on us. It may. I think it may go northeast a little bit.
Found one.
Patient.
Nice.
Guy on the left hand side too.
Potato.
Look at that self res. What? That should have hit. There you go.
Fuck, bro. What?
You're mad.
All right, when he's in drives by, we're gonna fry him. Disabled.
It's 3,000.
See, the enemy just pulled up the big Bertha because he's already registered. And I got to get the spot.
Rotating in.
Moving here.
He didn't
One's
go
in the
inside, on
gas.
the backside.
Why not hitting this?
I don't even see him. I
Got
don't see
him.
him either. He's gotta be on the backside of the house.
Got him.
Lights out.
Where are you sniping from?
Where you signing from, bro? It's called glint. Look, use your eyes. Look, if you're getting shot at, and even if the enemy's missing, try your best as you're navigating away and trying to dodge the bullets. Try your best to look for glare, right? Look for glint. Look for tracers, something. Don't just sit there and focus on where you're going. If you get knocked after you've been sniped at 5 times and you're still asking where the hell are you, you haven't been paying attention.
Did he leave the game?
I think so.
Yeah, he could have left the game.
There's one right
Or
here.
Is there a room downstairs?
No.
There's none.
Who are you guys looking for?
Like the guy got out of the truck on this house.
Oh, okay. I don't have an angle on him.
Dude, that guy right there, I'm hitting him.
Repositioning.
Sold that.
That kill.
24 kills, ladies and gentlemen. And the circle did go to the northeast as predicted. But notice how easy it's going to be for us to rotate that, because the enemies are going to be camped up in this compound right here, which is still safe in the zone. So they're not going to leave this spot. There are 4 enemy teams left. We know there's at least 2 there because we're stealing some kills from them. So we know there's at least 2 there, right? So there's 2 unaccounted for. And then the 3rd team is going to be at the green mark. So we know where 3 are at. The only ones we're not accounting right now is the 4th squad, which I do believe that are probably holding the high ground around this part of the map. Now, what we can do if we decide to take the vehicles, we can bum rush and just capitalize and get all the kills if we want to play super aggro. It's definitely a strategy. But if you guys want to use the terrain to your advantage and play the rotation and play the edge, play on foot and rotate your way around here, and again, hold that high ground, stay away from the buildings, and start capitalizing on picking enemies as they leave the buildings to fight each other.
Right here.
Let's head for the safe zone.
On that concrete.
yeah. Where are you
building,
sniping
that little
from?
Brick building. He's pushing over here.
Where you at?
Oh,
Where you been?
crack him. Wait, how's he not
How's he
dead?
not
What
down?
the hell?
It's
literally a single bullet behind this rock. I've never seen somebody flesh in my life.
On that blue ping?
Yeah, he's.
I hit him.
Dead.
I think I saw a guy up the hill behind him.
What the heck, dude?
I've never met a man so happy to die in my entire life.
Movement.
High ping.
Precision. He's
Oh
precision.
shit, rip.
Precision, you?
Yeah, he put it on me.
I don't know.
We got to eat it, unfortunately, because the precision airstrike. No reason to jump out the window, try to save your gas mask. You have it for a
What are
reason.
you doing, bud?
Use it before you lose it, you know what I mean?
Yellow building?
Bye.
Oh, there's another enemy team. All right, so mistake, right? So we've been shooting at yellow building this entire time. Our teammates have been shooting as well. So homeboy down here should know that there is a squad around him somewhere. If you're in a position like this and you have to move, don't pick fights. This guy, whoever he's shooting at, is not important unless he's absolutely getting beamed. If he wouldn't have shot, Drakota never would have knew he was here. And as we're working ourselves to the last circle, he could have shot us in the back and maybe even, going off a limb here, maybe even win the game. But when people do this shit, it's because they're aggressive for kills and not worried about winning the game. Stop trying to go for kills if it puts you in jeopardy. This guy right here has everything working against him. The only benefit is the element of surprise. And that's a huge benefit, especially at the end of the game. So again, if I was this player, I would have just stayed there, played the edge of the circle, worked my way slowly out of this shit ass spot. And then by that time, I would have saw Drakota in the squad and I shot him in the back.
Down low on you, coulda?
Yeah.
Nice nades. Oh, that's another enemy. There's another enemy down there. What the hell? There's 2 squads down here.
I got precision.
What are y'all doing? Now, I'd probably be going for the res on lens effect. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I understand why we're coming down here. We can capitalize on these kills and just increase the kill spread, but unfortunately lens effect will die. Now, not a huge deal. It's a 3v1. You got to analyze that decision for yourself.
Armor broke, one shot.
Oh, now it's a 1v1.
Easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are on a 1v1. Drakota going in. No dead silence. He's got a shit ton of plates and a plate box on top of that. Here we are playing slow. Notice how he goes from, this is something I want to talk about. Notice how he can go from slow to aggressive like that, right? He knows exactly when to play it slow, knows exactly when to play it fast. Like I tell you guys all the time, if you go into a game, if you go into a match with the mindset of I'm gonna play passive or the mindset I'm gonna play aggressive, you're gonna die. You're gonna die most of the time. You guys gotta be able to adapt to certain situations. It's the end of the circle, the last building in the circle, your squad mates are dead, it's a solo versus solo. There's no reason just bulldoze through this building, spamming everything and just rely on your reaction time because this guy may be as goated as you. So if you don't know, you have no idea. He's taking on your teammate. You're by yourself now, so you gotta analyze the situation and play it at hand. Here we are spamming some stickies in the building, trying to find out, is he in this room? Is he in this room? No. So now I'm gonna go in and play it even slower. Look how he's staying in his scope, analyzing, scanning, trying to look at the doorways, staircases, trying to keep everything in view. Right now, the reason why we're not in our scope is because we're keeping our eye on this door, and the staircase. So if the enemy does reveal himself, we can snap, lock on, and get the shots off. All right, here we are. I was kind of worried about that bathroom in the back. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe on the roof on the outside, towards right here. Yeah. Right out here. There she is.
Get out of my lobby.
He's win.
Let's go, baby.
GG! Drakota, brother, thank you for submitting the gameplay. Really enjoyed analyzing it. Again, guys, if you haven't already, go check out Drakota. Show him some love. If you guys love the way he played, make sure you check out his YouTube channel. He posts matches like this regularly over there. And until next time, good luck in Warzone.